Good day for everybody. Today we are going to do another video on the ballad Farewell to Barn and Stack and Tree by A.E.Housman. Today we'll be having a Q&A session, question and answer session. Long for me the rick will wait, and long will wait the fault, and long will stand the empty plate, and dinner will be called. From which poem are these lines taken? Who wrote them? Who is referred to as I here? By repeating the word long, what idea does the writer want to convey? Why does dinner become cold? Name a literary technique in the above line. Now you stop this video and answer this question within 5 minutes. After answering the questions, you can check your answers. These lines are taken from the poem Farewell to Barn and Stack and Trees, and it was written by A.E.Housman. In this incident, it is the narrator who killed his own brother. By repeating the word long, he wants to emphasize the idea that the farm and its environment and his house were the experience and memories of his life for a long time. The two brothers will not return back to their village. Hence, their dinner will become cold. Rick will wait. It's a personification. She had two sons at rising day. Tonight she'll be alone. From which literary text are these lines taken? Who wrote them? Who is referred to as she? Why is she alone tonight? What do these lines suggest about the speaker's feelings towards what has happened? Now you stop this video and answer the question. After that, you check your answers. These lines are taken from the poem Farewell to Barn and Stack and Tree. It was written by A.E.Housman. Mother is referred to as she. In the incident of the poem, one son is murdered by the other son. So she will be all alone at home. The speaker is regretting and regret over what has happened can be seen. He is also shocked and frustrated. He is worried about his mother's loneliness. Will said, no more on seat and rake, my bloody hands and I. In which work do these lines appear? Who is the poet? Who are referred to as we? What will they not do? Why does the speaker describe his hands as bloody? Name a literary technique. What is the impact of its line? Now you stop the video and answer the question. Farewell to Barn and Stack and Tree by A.E.Housman. We refers to the narrator and his friend. They will not work together in their fields. The speaker curses his hands as he killed his own brother by them. Visual imagery. It creates a dismal picture over the impulsive, heinous crime. The sun burns on the half-moon hill. By now the blood is dried, and Morris amongst the hay lies still, and my knife is in his side. From where are these lines taken? Who wrote them? What is the situation here? What does the narrator talk about? Name a literary technique and its impact for the readers. Now you can check your answer. These lines are taken from the poem Farewell to Barn and Stack and Tree. It was written by A.E.Housman. The poet brings the visual imagery of a farm. He mentions about a stack of hay where Morris lies. It could be a daytime because the poet mentions about the burning sun. The narrator talks about a murder. He has killed his brother Morris. Euphemism, telling a difficult subject matter in a roundabout way. It gives a less effect on the reader's mind. It mitigates the heinous crime due to sudden anger of the poet persona. Farewell to Barn and Stack and Tree poetically depicts the emotional conflict of an individual discussed. When you are preparing for exams, there are two approach. One is product approach and the other one is process approach. Today we are dealing with product approach. So we are giving a model of the answer. So you can take the answer and after that you can try for process approach. That of course will be dealing in another video. The Farewell to Barn and Stack and Tree tells a story story of conflict and death as in many traditional ballads. A young man has killed his brother. We are not told why. The poet has focused his interest mainly on the emotional conflict of the young man. This state of mind is given to us through the words of the young man. The whole poem is this young murderer's farewell to a friend named Terence. What do we learn about the young man's state of mind from his farewell? We learn that he has deep sense of guilt. This can be seen from the stanza 4. And here is a bloody hand to shake, my bloody hands and I. The stanza refers twice to his bloody hands, which points to his deep sense of guilt and regret. He also feels that the terrible act he has committed forces him to leave his familiar life and close relationship. This too we learn from the words in the first verse. Terence, look your last at me, for I come home no more. In the second verse, mentions clearly that he has killed his brother, but his deep remorse and sense of guilt we learn indirectly. He speaks of his mother. He had two sons at rising day. Tonight she'll be alone. In the last verse, too, we refers to her waiting for him. And long will stand the empty plate and dinner will be cold. This suggests that the narrator feels the mother's painful grief and sense of loss. The poet makes us feel the great distress and mind the speaker suffers as a result of his crime. He feels guilty, he feels remorse, and he feels that he has forfeited the close, warm relationship he has had with his family mother and his community as a penance. This can be seen in the lines, I come home no more. She had two sons at rising day. Tonight she'll be alone. In the fifth verse, speaks of his close relationship to his friend and makes a moving reference to the enjoyments of communal life. Racing on the green of Lammas tide, all this warm communal and family life he now has to give up. And last verse, with the repetition of the word long, conveys to the reader how deeply painful it is to him. This poem is a literary ballad. It is a poem written by an individual poet in the style of a traditional ballad. Many ballad features can be seen in the uh, i- in the in and it deals with strong human emotions, violent anger leading to killing and deep remorse. The story is not told directly and simply from beginning to end, but rather the story and its emotional impact is indirectly conveyed through the words of the speaker. So if you are interested in learning literature, you can join with me also, and we'll be proceeding with some more videos in the upcoming series also. Until that, have a nice time. Thank you very much for being with me. Subscribe my channel, that is Learning to Learn.